Yo guys, this is Reinhardt and this is gonna be a video about weed. Look at this purple screen. No, actually this video is gonna be about glyphs, affliction like glyphs. I'm gonna be posting glyphs for demo and destruction later on, but for now let's focus actually on affliction warlock. And the first one I want to see you guys is the baseline ability that snared us our enemies by 70%, which is a shadow flame. It's gone. Unfortunately it is gone. Bad. So we're not gonna have a good potent snare unless we're gonna pick the following glyph. And this glyph thing is actually gonna be very important. Glyph of Curse of Exhaustion reduces the target's movement speed by 50% and lasts half as long and has a 10-second cooldown. So we are getting a decent snare. Other than that, it's basically we're not gonna have any good snares. So the way that Blizzard's trying to make locks, from what my perspective, is that we're gonna have to be tanking a lot of shit. We're gonna have a lot of survivability and we're gonna be tanking a lot of stuff. The thing is, why I'm saying that is because of this talent, Blood Fear. We'll no longer be afraid to actually pop our fear or fear somebody in the melee range. Therefore, we're not going to be cutting as much unless we're going to pick Burning Rush. So anyway, I think that this 60 talent is going to be undermining in terms of our gameplay. Are we going to be able to cast shit in the faces of our enemies, or are we going to be cutting them? So anyway, let's get back to that. Glyph of Unstable Affliction. Now that is amazing glyph. When Unstable Affliction is removed, it instantly deals critical damage to both the target and the Dispeller, but no longer silences. You know what, for RBGs, this is probably gonna be the best thing. Another thing is, it depends on how much damage it's gonna do, but right now, it's my best guess, it's probably can crit up to like 50k right now, which is huge. I mean, for one Unstable Affliction application, you're gonna be doing 100k damage. Now I know what you guys think, that 4-second silence is, oh my god, so awesome. But think about it this way, 4-second silence or 100k damage, can you actually rack up 100k damage in that 4-second window? Yes or no? This is probably the main thing that we're gonna be pinpointing about. I like this glyph, I'm definitely looking forward to using it in RBGs, and when it comes to 3s, probably gonna be using it as well. Next one is Glyph of Soul Swap. Soul Swap leaves you Soul Swap is Soul Swap. We know what Soul Swap is. And this one is actually a new glyph. Interesting. Glyph of Soul Shards. Increase the maximum Soul Shards by 1. Well, Soul Shards moving from becoming sort of like a cooldown. What it is right now is a 45-second cooldown. You only have 3 of those and you basically cannot regenerate them unless you drain solo target or you actually Soul Harvest. But in Mists of Pandaria changes it. Soul Shards are going to be Affliction on the spec, and the Nightfall will be proccing those Soul Shards. And I'm going to be talking about the gameplay individually. As you guys can see, Soulburn is going to be Affliction only, which I think is actually pretty amazing. So with that said, Glyph of Soul Shards, I actually really like this glyph because it basically increases our currency rotation from 3 to 4. It's huge. Think about it this way. Han costs us a Soul Shard, and if you do an extra Han, it's basically this glyph gives you like a free damage, the free debuff that increases your damage by 40% for 8 seconds. I think I'm gonna be picking this glyph along with the Soul Swap. I like Curse of Exhaustion, but in my opinion, I'm a little bit iffy about it. It depends what I'm gonna be doing. In duels, Curse of Exhaustion, probably not. Unless I'm fighting some kind of hardcore pet classes. In 3s, Curse of Exhaustion, it depends if we will need a snare or not. Trading 20% extra snare for extra Soul Shard or Soul Swap or Unstable Affliction, I don't think it's worth it at all. The other ones are Hellstone is cool, Shadow Flame is demo only. The other ones basically are gonna be the same glyphs. So those are 3 glyphs that I actually want to get you guys attention. Hope you guys like this video. Please give it up for the Skirt Beholder. God, is this his ass?